so hitting the scene. Shit tales of Oz and foreigner dreams. Tales are crazy wild as the wind. Laughs and madness can make you spin. Shit tales roll, Florida's king. The podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tune in folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide. From down under to the Sunshine State, mishaps and mayhem can't escape fate. Chuvalo and Croc Dundee, a wild ride on Podcast C. Shit tales roll, Florida's king. Podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tune in folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide. From down under to the Sunshine State, mishaps and mayhem can't escape fate. Chuvalo and Croc Dundee, a wild ride on Podcast C. Shit tales roll, Florida's king. Podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tune in folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another fantastic week of shithousery, contankery, and all-around foolishness and shenanigans. I am your host, NCR News Network, joined by friend, co-host, and has not been possessed by the giant koala, Mr. Anthony Caruso.
Oh, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, NCR, and to everyone listening right around the world. Yes, I can confirm the giant koala that won Australia's shittest big thing poll is yet to have possessed me.
But yet, you had Dwayne and the boys bring you a bunch of eucalyptus leaves.
I know, and it was very risky going to grab it, but we managed to do so. Managed to make it out by the skin of our teeth, so... keep your eye. Actually, don't keep your eyes out, because the last thing you want to do is look into its eyes, because you will be destroyed if you get caught by that giant koala.
Damn drop bears.
Oh, I know. This week's episode, NCR. It's hard to believe we're up to episode number 48.
I know. We are so close to episode 50. I mean, like, I scrolled through all of them. I'm like, okay, I want to make sure I got these numbered right. There's one that's misnumbered, but we are actually at our 48th episode.
And I will have my cricket bat ready to raise it when we hit 50. So,
well, I will see your cricket bat and raise the national weapon and symbol of both Australia and Florida Man.
The machete?
A beer and a machete.
I like that. Before we get started, our honorable mentions this week. Now, NCR, I believe you got something very special for us.
Yes. Hey, we're going to start a new segment for the podcast.
Ooh.
We all love our Grady Judd.
Our muse.
And sometimes Florida Man doesn't fuck around and find out in Polk County enough for it to make it to the listing. But Grady Judd does his morning briefings. So we are going to bring the best of the morning briefings every week. So let me bring up this week's very first best of the morning briefing. Now, Anthony has not heard this. You guys have not heard this probably, but let's just go with today's morning briefing.
It's time for what? You guessed it. Morning briefings. Hope you have your favorite cup of coffee. Interact Alliance, which does a lot with drug prevention for children.
That's a good thing.
Hardy and Highlands. They're having a red ribbon run in October.
Oh, good for them.
The executive
Good
do
for
good
them.
things and
Support that if
our
you're in the
children
local
off
area.
drugs.
That's good coffee.
Good coffee. Well, the guy I'm going to talk about, he's had some drugs. That's right. And when I introduce you to him, I'm going to introduce you to someone who came from the Lake Butler area. Well, he was close to state prisons. I guess that's good since he's been to state prison 4 times. But there's things some people don't understand. It's like you have to cooperate with law enforcement or things get real ugly.
Okay, I have to pause it real quick. What do you think he did to cause it to get ugly?
I reckon he's pulled a soft sit move and refused to get out of the car.
Maybe. Let's find out.
Let's see how far
Real
off I am.
ugly. Well, once again, William Perry, who's 45, should know better after 4 trips to state prison, but he didn't learn. He was stopped on the interstate because his registration didn't match his Jeep.
Mhm.
And he said he didn't have to have it registered because he was a private guy and he wasn't driving, he was traveling.
Oh my God, how do I know?
You
I have
won the cookie.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have not seen this clip, but I just had that feeling. Oh.
But if you look at the title of the morning briefing, William the Non-Sovereign Citizen.
He had a
Can I
private
just-
vehicle. He didn't.
Yes.
Can I just point out as well? We've got another cone head here.
You're worried about the conehead? I'm worried about the Cro-Magnon brow here.
I
mean, that forehead, that eyebrow, that just screams. My chromosomes don't fully develop all the way, and I might be related to a Neanderthal.
oh dear God.
I was trying to be an extra in The Quest for Fire, but I found out that movie already came out.
have to have insurance on it. He started talking sovereign citizen stuff, even though he said he was not a sovereign citizen. Well, he wouldn't roll his window down. You know, that never works out well when you don't roll your window down. But for some reason, this guy thought he could push us around, and that didn't work so well, so he went to jail again. Did I tell you he also had meth and marijuana? You can tell him, but you can't tell him a lot. This is a real bonehead here. Have a good day.
Oh, thank you, Sheriff Judd, for the morning briefing.
Does that just make you feel all warm and fuzzy?
Oh, you should have seen one of the mugs somebody sent him. Somebody made him a custom mug of just bullet casings.
I think I've seen that one last week.
Oh, it was just phenomenal.
We're gonna have to make we're gonna have to do an intro for this segment now, because I reckon this could kick on.
Oh yeah. Do you have the ceremonial coin set?
I do have the ceremonial coin at the ready.
I'm gonna go heads this week.
Heads is the call. Oh, got a good flip on that one. That's a tail.
Ah, bugger.
I can start off by letting everyone know that I can't begin to count. They've managed to do it again. Port Pirie did not make the top 10.
Oh, Port Pirie.
Why are they behaving themselves?
I'm hoping they're maturing. I'm just hoping, but I just know I'm going to get my hopes up, and then they're just going to be so shitastic. They're going to make the list again.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, our number 10, though, does go to somewhere not that far away from Port Pirie. It's Mount Gambier in South Australia, or as people have started calling it, Meth Gambier. Now, people might remember from one of our previous episodes that Mount Gambier is now the home of a statue that is now officially called the Blue Blob.
Oh.
Well, it's made the news again.
Okay.
The Blue Blob statue was temporarily adorned with a blue dildo. Now, it is believed that a certain someone did go to a sex shop to pick this. Oh, wait a minute, hang on. I've got a correction on that one.
It's a pornography store. I was buying pornography.
Was it you Mr. Simpson.
I mean, we saw how he sets up for the 4th of July.
Oh, jeez. City of Mount Gambier is disappointed by any acts of vandalism to the cast in blue sculpture. This is not just an attack on public property, it's an offence under the law, and council's taking the matter seriously. An investigation is underway, and the council will restore the sculpture and pursue the appropriate avenues, including review of CCTV footage and a police report. There is also financial cost, which is not known at this time. Since it was unveiled 2 weeks ago, Cast in Blue has brought immense joy to residents and visitors, particularly children. Council respects that there are a range of views about the sculpture, but simply asks that the people respect that this is a community asset. Now, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately there are no photos of it, but it has been reported, especially through Reddit, that one of the pieces of vandalism included somebody super gluing a blue dildo onto the Cast in Blue.
Okay, that answers one of my questions, but the other one is, was it sized appropriately?
Given how short it is, I reckon it would. Oh, go on.
I know because of that question.
You fucking weirdo.
Yeah. Considering how short the statue is, I could imagine that any average blue dildo that someone would have bought out of there would not be size appropriate, because it clearly would be almost reaching to the situation where you'd have bell end by your toes.
Well, maybe if they got a tentacle.
But yes, people of Meth Gambia, stop putting dildos on statues.
I don't think they're going to stop. They're going to just go even harder.
Oh, probably, yeah. Who's your number 10?
Crazy.
Yeah. Oh boy, who's your number 10 before everyone gets hard?
Oh. Florida man was arrested after yelling at a Mercedes-Benz dealership and then showing what turned out to be a fake gun in his waistband, pulling it out and saying, "Bang, bang."
Oh, one step away from the finger pistols.
Yes, but this story is out there. And I'm just shocked that it's a Mercedes-Benz and not a jet.
Yeah.
Oh. A Florida man was arrested at a Orlando Mercedes-Benz dealership after causing a disturbance in front of customers and employees. Police say Antonio Clements, age 42, was arrested leaving the Mercedes-Benz dealership in Meridian Boulevard on Sunday when employees asked him to leave after yelling in the showroom and then showing a gun in his waistband. When management confronted him, the manager said Clements claimed that he was with Border Patrol and had a badge. Oh, we got to have that Jeremy DeWitt vibe coming off of him. So,
oh boy, here we go.
The manager repeatedly said to others in the showroom who were afraid at that point, and some of the customers, to take shelter in an office. Police caught up with Clements walking out of the business where they found the gun, which turned out to be fake but looked real. Clements also claimed when he went to the dealership to buy 2 vehicles. The manager also told police that Clements had retrieved the gun from his side and pulled it out and started to go bang, bang. After further investigations, he was charged with the following of aggravated assault with a firearm. No word on bond, but would you like to see what our Florida man looks like?
Of course I would. It sounds like a very rare human.
What did I do? What did I do? I didn't do anything wrong. It was a fake gun.
What you talk about?
Why does he have bug eye? Like, he's bugging his eyes out more than they should.
That's big bug like that.
Look, I was trying to buy a car or two for Border Patrol. I'm a Border Patrol agent. See? Okay, that's just a chocolate badge because I left my real one at home.
Oh, that's rare. That is very rare.
Moving on to number 9 for the shit towns of Australia.
Number 9 takes us somewhere different, somewhere we've never been to before in the shit towns of Australia.
A well-behaved city.
Not anymore. We're heading off to Curtis Island in Queensland, where 18 gronks have been charged after an illegal holiday shack was found in a national park. It's an interesting one there. Now, I don't mind the hustle in this. We're not going to pay to go for a resort. We're not going to go camping. We're going to build our own shack in the back of a national park.
I mean, so far this doesn't sound that bad. It just sounds like a couple of guys had a bad idea, but
A group of 18 people have been fined thousands of dollars after an unauthorized cabin was built, partly with illegally harvested trees in a national park on a central Queensland island. That makes sense.
there we go.
Yeah.
That's what did it.
Queensland's Department of Environment says the group holidayed regularly at the hut in a remote part of Curtis Island National Park over a period of months before they were detected. Queensland Police and Wildlife Service, Queensland Parks and Wildlife Services rangers noticed unusual activity in the park and carried out compliance patrols in the area before uncovering the hut in August last year. It's really disappointing that people have undertaken this activity. 22 fines, totaling $7,606, were handed out to 18 people. The cabin was complete with a barbecue area and veranda. The group would drive to the cabin with guns, a boat, fishing equipment, and pet dogs. Now, trees were cleared to build out this shack, and they've been known to ride around in dirt bikes. We do have some pictures of this, and I have to say, I'm actually somewhat impressed.
Okay.
So to start off with, that's one side of the shack. That's the veranda there.
It looks nice. I mean, it looks very sturdy. Looks very
Rustic. Yeah. Surfboard there, which is required, but I'm quite impressed by it.
I am as well.
So there's the surveillance of a couple of the guys just going out with a dinghy, just going out to enjoy the day. Another one. Another one. No, all got their boats, all got their big movers. A couple of them brought dirt bikes. There's another group.
Hey, he's got plenty of fishing rods.
Yeah, exactly. Here's the other side of it. Look at this barbecue area as well.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're keeping it well maintained. I mean, I wish they would have done it properly, but
yeah, it looks like just any old place. So just to tell everyone where it is, Curtis Island is off the coast of Gladstone. So, it takes a little bit to get out there, but never great to clear out protected trees, but kudos on the effort.
Oh, all right. My man Cornflake got the spirit. He a little confused, but he got the spirit.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. With that, who's your number 9?
My number 9 is a follow-up to the story we did as an honorable mention last week. Florida woman Nikki Grinder found after Lake County home was vandalized and destroyed by excavator.
Oh, dear God.
Now, if you guys remember, we had an honorable mention last week of the Florida mobile home that was vandalized with the words, "You fucked with the wrong woman," and had a lot of the back half of it ripped out by heavy equipment.
Yeah.
Well, the missing woman and boyfriend have been found after their home was trashed. According to our great friends at, and I'm going to need a little bit of help with this one.
I'm your moderator, Larry King. Now, a word to our audience. Even though we're being broadcast on Fox, there's no need for obnoxious hooting and hollering.
A home in Lake County was mysteriously destroyed and damaged and almost destroyed, according to officials who are now looking to figure out why and how and by whom. Only a few hours later, the owner of the home was reported missing. Here's everything we know about the investigation so far. According to the Lake County Sheriff's Office, deputies received a call about a home being destroyed by a Ford excavator at the home on Pine Island Road.
Oh, jeez, really?
It is south between Claremont and Groveland, in a remote area. When the deputies arrived, they found an SUV and a manufactured home heavily destroyed. Photos and videos shared with Fox 35 Orlando show the outside wall had been completely destroyed, exposing the inside of the home. And on one side of the home, apparently damage to the porch area, and the words spray painted in large red letters, "You've done fucked with the wrong woman." Officials say apparently heavy equipment was used to do this damage, but it's unclear what type of equipment it was, and the user nor the ability who did it. Last check, no one had been named as a primary person of interest due to details or arrest or detained for the damages. No one was harmed when this went down. According to the Lake County deputy spokesman, no injuries have been reported. Now, photos and video taken early Friday morning show the heavily damaged mobile home and the apparent expletives, but they were concerned about the homeowners. The Lake County Sheriff's Office issued a missing persons bulletin late Friday for a 45-year-old Nicole Grinder who lived at the mobile home that was vandalized. Deputy said her vehicle was on the property, but she was not. She was later seen Thursday, July 24th, with her boyfriend identified as a 33-year-old Nicholas DeWitt. Not to be confused with Jeremy DeWitt. Both both are not involved with this incident, but they were sharing photos they had their photos shared on Facebook by the Lake County Sheriff's. Deputies shared late Friday that both Grinder and DeWitt were found safe in Pasco County. At this time, they are still unclear what happened, why they were reported as missing, but they were found. And anyone has any further information about who caused this damage, please contact Crime Stoppers or the Lake County Sheriff's Office. Now, I have to show you this because you're not going to believe it.
Oh,
just to refresh everybody's memory. Now, this is the porch area.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the back area.
Yep.
More of the back area.
Right.
Now, here is the large, "You done fuck with the wrong girl," spray painted in red. But this is the couple that have been missing. They are safe. They are fine. Let me close that real quick. But yes, both parties are safe. They are not considered people of interest. They are not considered to be in any danger. However, Please, if you have any information of what may have happened, please contact your local Crime Stoppers or the Lake County Sheriffs, because we cannot have Florida women have access to heavy equipment.
This is factual. This is very, very factual.
I mean, we see what they can do when they're pissed off. If they're scared, it's going to be a lot worse.
Especially in heavy machinery where, you know, there's a chance they may not know how to operate it properly.
Well, I think they might be pretty good experts at it. I mean, we see the damage. Moving on to number 8.
Number 8 is a multi from Melbourne. First off, as a quick mention, a drongo has been arrested after falling asleep in an allegedly stolen car at a Macca's car park while being followed by cops, because, of course, you're going to fall asleep in a Macca's car park. But our main story, a nails, and I think NCR, you better get goofy ready. A nail salon has been ram-raided by Ute with a "pay your tick, you fat dog" sprayed on it, and it's now been rammed for the 3rd time.
Oh, fucking do it again.
The 3rd time.
Jesus Christ. I mean, whatever happened to just leaving a bad Yelp review?
A Ute reversed into a luxury nail salon in Melbourne's northwest in the early hours of the morning, leaving behind a threatening message and a big damage bill. Police say a black Ute reversed into the front of Lala Nail Co. in Essendon at 3:30 a.m., smashing the front door and damaging an interior wall. Officers arrived at the scene to find the Ute in the middle of the store with the message "Pay your tick, you fat dog" sprayed painted on its side. The message on the Ute was intended for Andrew Triantafyllos, the alleged luxury car swindler who went bankrupt in 2018 after refusing to pay dozens of creditors. His Essendon home has been the target of repeated shootings and a firebombing. Today, though, it was his wife's business caught in the crossfire. The offender fled the scene immediately, leaving behind quite a bit of damage, with the owners unsure if they'll reopen again. It's the 3rd attack on the business since it opened in April.
This is just wrong.
This is insane. Well, ladies and gentlemen, have a gander at this. First off, that's some of the damage from inside the salon.
Oh God, that's looking structural too. So you know
Yeah, it is.
They're coming in.
There's the message on the Ute. Classy.
Mm-hmm.
The couple, and we just want to, let everyone know that they've done nothing wrong. Allegedly, as far as we're aware. But there's the Ute in the salon.
I mean, I feel bad for them, because even if they do decide to reopen, that has to be completely re-inspected. They have to open up that wall. They have to check for any structural damage. That's going to be costly. And then you got to pay for repairs. I mean, I get it. People owe you money. You want your money back. But is this the right way of going about it? I mean, why not just leave a bad Yelp review? Why not sign up the gentleman in question to Bears Perth? I mean, I'm just saying, there's other ways to get vengeance to get them to pay your money that doesn't when it calls you to have to go to jail.
Oh, that's too good. That is too.
You know what's
good.
going to happen? You know what's going to happen one day is they're going to hear that and they're going to be like, "So, guys, would you guys like free memberships to Bears Perth?" I'm like, "Well, I'm not in Australia, but my mate over here."
Oh, it'd be like, I can imagine a scene like Stewie Griffin doing the Sopranos skit. Where's my money? Where's my money? Getting really tired of this.
Tired you ducking me, man. Tired you ducking. Hey, you got time to buy a fake mustache, but you got time to pay me my money? How much that fake mustache cost you? $1.29. Ah, yeah.
Oh,
See, that's
But-
why I just sent. That's why I just sent a couple of emus outside. They get the message.
indeed. Who's your number 8?
Number 8. Boater is surprised and discovers what leads to be 23 kilos of cocaine off the coast of Florida.
Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
The Monroe County Sheriff's Office says 23 kilos of suspected cocaine bobbed into a boater's path 5 miles off the coast of, hold on, I want to make sure I pronounce this city's name properly, because it is, I lived in Florida for 23 years. I've never heard of this island.
Okay,
Off
I'm
the
curious
coast.
now.
Islamorama.
Islamorama.
It turns out that the casual cruised into a federal drug bust.
Oh,
It's
Islamorada.
Ah,
Islamorada,
told you-
yeah.
I was going to mispronounce it, but
Yeah.
I tried. A Good Samaritan Marina reported the suspicious packages to the sheriff's office and said he was concerned and contacted with U.S. Customs and Border Patrol, which they assisted in the recovery of the contraband and was traced back to federal law enforcement for a further investigation.
Oh, that's
Officials
where
said-
it is. Sorry to interrupt, but that's where it is. It's part of the coral reef around Key Largo.
Oh, see, that's why I've never heard of it, because I know about Key Largo and all the other islands in the Keys, but I've never even heard of them. You would think, I spent 23 years down there, I would hear about a lot of these places.
Yeah. Carry on.
Officers have yet to release any details on the origin of the packages, but they find and add to the growing concern and the pathways of narcotics washing ashore or surfacing near South Florida coastlines, as it's become a routine route for the often leaked to smugglers to come pick up the contraband coming from the Caribbean corridor. The MCSO posted and commented that they were surprised to find such a large package of cocaine to make its way to the shore, and advise other boaters, if you see suspicious packages bobbing in the water, to contact the Coast Guard, your local law enforcement, or Border and Customs. I have to show you this because this was professionally done. This was professional.
Oh, wow.
23 keys with stamps. So somebody lost a brand. They lost the brand, dude.
Can I just say very quietly as well, I'm very impressed by this website that they did it as 23 kilograms. Well done.
Well, you guys get on us over there about you guys don't use, kilograms or millimeters. Well, we do when it comes to drugs and guns, but for everything else, we use real measurements.
Don't start me. Do not start me on that. But yeah, I mean, that's not the first time I've heard of stories this year about random packages of cocaine just washing up on the shore.
You know what the funny thing is? There was a Florida man story that shocked the school because of how this kid was he was a bad student. And when they were doing the conversions of measurements from gallons and pints and all that to millimeters and kilos, he shocked the class by breaking it down by using weed. He's like, okay, look, if I got a pound of weed, that's 1 key. I take that pound of weed and I turn it into a key of cocaine, and then and he's breaking it down. And the teacher is just contacting the resource officer. He comes and asks him, how does he know this? He's like, oh, I watched The Wire.
Oh, it's clever. That's pretty clever, actually.
Yeah, I mean, you got an A in math class.
That's some good hustle, that.
Mm-hmm. What is next for these shit towns of Australia?
We're off to. We've got number 7 coming up now. Number 7 takes us to Perth, and one that's going to make some people's blood boil just a little bit. A dickhead Uber driver charged after allegedly kicking over a female supermarket worker while collecting food. Oh boy, we got a dickhead here. Confronting footage of a young female supermarket worker who appears to be kicked to the ground by an older male rideshare driver has been obtained by the ABC, showing an alleged assault in broad daylight. The woman, who does not want to be named, said she was left terrified by the incident, which came out of nowhere. She was handing over groceries in an inner-city Perth supermarket car park. Police allege the 27-year-old man from Beckenham had a verbal altercation with the woman last Tuesday when she was taking an order out of him. It's alleged he made verbal threats before physically assaulting her, hopping back into his car and driving away. He's since been charged with assaulting a retail worker and making a threat, and is due to appear in court next month. So, ladies and gentlemen, would you believe we do have footage? And we're going to embarrass this guy. So there he is. There we are. There's the lady with the stuff. Guy gets out of the car. Lady's having a chat. Bang!
What the hell?
Casually kicks the woman, grabs the stuff.
Big tough guy.
Wow.
Big tough guy, huh?
Yeah. Really big,
Yep.
tough guy.
And he works for a rideshare company?
Yep. I don't think he's going to be working there for much longer.
Have you seen the new trailer for the King of the Hill revival?
No, I haven't.
Oh, there's a great clip in there because just so people are caught up with it, the whole premise is when the show originally ended, they did this big time skip, and Hank got a job to go to Saudi Arabia to work for a propane company there. As he comes back to Ireland, he's not aware of all the modern things that we have now, such as rideshare companies, where the guy asks him for 5 stars. And as we all know, 5 stars is crucial.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm going to give you 4 stars. So that way you have something to work towards. I'm going to give that guy 4 stars as well. So he has something to work forward to as well. Maybe not kicking people.
Jeez. And you know the worst? That was a pretty weak kick as well. But just to do that for someone who's just going around their job, you're a shit human.
I think we should have Reg and the boys in Special Forces go pay him a visit.
I might have to. Who is your number 7?
Number 7. Florida man punches golfer in face because he was playing too slowly.
Oh my God, really?
Yes. And again, we're heading back to Fox News Orlando. No hooting and hollering, Anthony.
Oh, come on.
All right, fine. Do it quick.
Ho, 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 ho. There we go.
Florida man arrested after beating up a golfer over slow play, deputies say. A Florida man was arrested after he allegedly beat up another man on the golf course after the man was playing too slow. According to the arrest warrant, Jason Hughes attacked a golfer on the course in Kissimmee in June. Hughes told the Ocala Sheriff's Office deputies that he was upset with the pace the man was playing. The man reported him and Hughes had exchanged words on the course, according to the warrant, and the man was playing with his friends in front of Hughes. Hughes said he had told the man more than once to hurry up. The warrant stated at the bowling point for Hughes, who was talking to the man and his friends while ahead of him on the green. The warrant said that Hughes then attacked the man unprovoked and punched him in the face repeatedly. The report also said both men were separated by their playing partners. Hughes and his playing partners got into their golf cart and took off into the lot and then drove off before deputies arrived. Deputies say they found the man to be bloody and bruised. While they arrived, the man declined medical treatment from an ambulance and was not taken to the hospital, but instead was driven by his friend. Have good, solid friends with you. Officials tracked down Hughes with the help of the golf course and the club, providing the surveillance footage of Hughes, and gave them his name and based on his credit card information that made it relevant. Hughes was booked into the Ocala jail on Thursday. He is being charged with aggravated battery with causing bodily harm. Hughes has his first appearances on Friday, and the judge is set to set bond at $2,500 on one condition of the bond is he cannot play golf anymore in an open public area. There was no reason for the fight. And if you linger around for a few minutes, that doesn't mean it gives you the right to go up to somebody and assault them. Okay, now here's something even funnier. This is a direct quote from this news article. If you're out there trying to be aggressive, you absolutely picked the wrong game to choose. Another man said, go do jujitsu or kung fu. There's no reason to fight out here. A third man said, you could easily have called the shop and they could have come spoken to the person, but you should never turn to violence. I want you to see Mr. Hughes.
Let's see him. Let's see.
He does not look like the kind of person that would play golf.
No, he doesn't.
Why do I get the feelings that he is a huge NASCAR fan?
He'd be more likely out of Daytona.
Yeah, I can see him at the Bucks game, maybe the Jacksonville Jaguars. I could probably see him at a Lightning's game.
Not a golf course.
Not a golf course, no.
Hmm.
You know, listen. I get it. John Daly is my spirit animal. Okay, love the man, love everything about him. I mean, I was going to say you're surprised that I consider John Daly my spirit animal. You know me.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not surprised. Not in the slightest.
Oh, hold on. I have to do this because I have a feeling that people don't know who John Daly is. So Anthony, while I get this picture brought up, I want you to describe who John Daly is to the audience.
For those who don't follow golf, John Daly, a bigger man. In his day, he could hit a golf ball, a very, very long way, and was actually surprisingly a very good putter. He has, when he did let himself go, he let himself go in a big way in terms of his weight, and was also known for wearing incredibly flamboyant clothing.
Let's not forget the famous incident of he needed a corporate sponsored hat, so just grabbed a Budweiser cap out of his car.
Yep.
Wore that. Now, there's an iconic image here I have to show you guys. Because this is going to be like, oh my God, this makes so much more sense for why NCR is who he is. This is him. This is my spirit animal.
Yeah. Now, one of the photos on the top left there is actually John Daly earlier in life. And we have to remember, in his prime, he was actually a decent golfer.
Oh, God. But loves to party.
Oh,
Loves
didn't
to
he?
party.
Didn't he love to party? So, for those who don't know, he's won 2 majors. He won the PGA Championship in 1991 when it was played at a Crooked Stick in Carmel, Indiana. And he won the 1995 Open Championship. Where else? The Royal and Ancient Golf Course of St. Andrews, where our good mate Shuggy has probably lived his entire life.
I mean, nothing beats him being drunk and hungover and then just taking the course.
Yep, why not? Why not?
Before we continue on with the praise of the great goat, John Daly, let's move on to number 6 for the shit towns of Australia.
Number 6 takes us to South Australia, and oh boy, have I got an absolute beauty for you. We're off to Adelaide, where a meth head has been jailed after causing $7 million in damage to a research centre by flooding it with fire hydrants while wearing only undies and clutching knives hours after being released from a watch house. Oh no. So this guy has been on the inside for causing trouble and then goes out and goes and starts it all over.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Daniel Michael Losa, 32, of Ingle Farm, was sentenced in South Australia's District Court after previously pleading guilty to 1 count of serious criminal trespass and 1 count of damaging a building. District Court Judge Geraldine Davison said Losa had entered the Australian Bragg Centre in the early hours of January 5 and set off fire hydrants on 6 levels of the building, causing significant water damage. The entire building suffered significant water damage amounting to a total sum of about $2 million, but with other costs associated with getting the building rectified, the damage is now estimated to be about $7 million. Judge Davison said Losa told a psychologist he was trying to gain access to the Royal Adelaide Hospital when he broke into the medical centre. You didn't intend to trespass in the building or damage property by activating sprinklers, but rather you were attempting to access the hospital in order to receive treatment for your self-induced mental health issue. She said Losa's actions not only caused property damage, but caused distress to the tenants. By your reckless behaviour, you have caused significant damage, and undoubtedly it's been distressing for many people who have had to deal with the aftermath of your behaviour. Losa was sentenced to 3 years imprisonment with a non-parole period of 18 months. The sentence was backdated to when he was taken into custody on the 5th of January, which means that our good friend, Michael Losa, Daniel Michael Losa, I should say, will be eligible for parole in June next year.
Well, hopefully he can reflect and grow as a person and maybe learn to behave. But I'm willing to bet I'm asking for too much.
Now, there's no photos of him running around in his underpants and whatnot, but there is such a photo of the water that had to be extracted.
It can't be that bad.
Oh, it can be.
Oh, I stand corrected.
That is what tens of thousands of litres of water looks like when extracted from a building.
All right, I stand corrected.
That's huge. Honestly. Who is your number 6?
Okay. I know we've had some seriousness. How about a good laugh?
Make it happen.
Florida man arrested by Smokey the Bear for stealing a Smokey the Bear sign from a Florida state forest and trying to sell him on Facebook.
Hang on, he was arrested by Smokey the Bear, or you?
Smokey the Bear.
Oh, wow.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Go on.
This is from the news site, News 6 Orlando. Smokey the Bear aids in the arrest of a man accused of stealing and reselling signs of the iconic mascot from Florida parks. A man accused of traveling to Orlando to steal and resell Smokey the Bear signs from state forest was arrested with the iconic wildfire prevention mascot present. And state agricultural officers said the Florida Commission on Agriculture, Walton Simpson, posted on social media to announce the arrest of the man who traveled to from Pensacola to Orlando to steal the signs and list them on the Facebook Marketplace for $1,900.
Okay, this is rare.
Big thank you to at Smokey the Bear for your professional assistance in the arrest. Simpson posted on X on Wednesday. Here is the actual tweet. What happens when dumb criminals poke the bear? Our ag law team has a suspect in custody who traveled from Pensacola to Orlando to steal Smokey the Bear signs from our state forests and to sell them on Facebook Marketplace for $1,900. Big thank you to Smokey the Bear for showing more. Oh, there is no information, including the man's name, that was released. According to News 6, has reached out to the Department of Florida Agriculture for more information. Now, I have to show you this because Smokey is hard in this photo. Like he's posing hard in the photo. Phrasing, I know. Okay, so here's the signs. Okay?
Yep.
I get it. Now, here is the arrest. Now, either Smokey is giving a thumbs up or he's flipping that dude off.
That does look like a thumbs up. He's probably doing a thumbs up and going, "Job well done, boys."
Let me zoom in here.
Yeah, that's
because
a thumbs
still
up.
zoomed
Oh.
still. Or it could be him flipping him off. We don't know. We just don't
It
know.
doesn't look as clear cut as those Master Foods sauce bottles at the Central Coast Mariners football games. You know the one I'm talking about, don't you?
Yep. Yeah.
The one flipping the bird.
Only you can be a dumbass in county jail. I mean, come on. How do you live that down? How
You
do
got
live
arrested.
that-
You got arrested by Smokey the Bear.
I mean, think about it. You're in the holding cell before you go to arraignment, and everyone's in there. So what they got you on? Man, stole a couple cars. Man, what you got? Drug possession. What you got? I got arrested by Smokey the Bear for stealing the signs.
Everyone just starts looking at him.
You know he got the nickname Teddy Bear. Hey, Teddy Bear. Oh, I got a forest fire you can put out.
Oh, it's so good.
Moving on to number 5.
Number 5 goes into my backyard of Sydney, New South Wales, where a Gronk leads cops on a wild chase in a hijacked Woolworths truck full of customers' orders. And the side story from that is a P plater got caught at speeding up to 215 kilometers an hour 3 times in one day. But let's focus on the Woolies incident. A stolen Woolworths truck has led police on a chase through Western Sydney after its driver was allegedly shot with a stun gun, assaulted and carjacked. The driver was about to deliver his first order for the day when he was approached by a stranger on Olympic Parade in Bankstown at 5:45 a.m. A Woolworths spokesperson said the employee faced a level of violence that is unacceptable anywhere in the community. The 23-year-old was checked over by paramedics before he was taken to Bankstown Hospital. Later in the morning, police saw the truck on the Princess Highway at Rockdale and attempted to pull the vehicle over. The driver allegedly did not stop and police started to follow the truck. The chase continued through Walleye Creek, where the truck allegedly hit 4 parked cars but did not stop. They managed to stop. They stopped following the truck due to safety fears, continued to monitor from a helicopter. The truck continued on the M8 and then traveled westbound on the M4, eventually stopped by road spikes on the Great Western Highway at Glenbrook. Now, for those wondering, Glenbrook means that this guy was heading up the Blue Mountains. Police swooped in and used Constable Sparky to arrest the man. And we always know it's a good day whenever Constable Sparky gets involved. A 29-year-old man taken to a nearby police station and later to be in hospital with minor injuries from the arrest. No charges have been laid yet. Ladies and gentlemen, let's roll some of these pictures here for you, because clearly the fresh fruit people don't appreciate this and are about to get some free advertising out of it. So, Woolworths, if you like what you see, you can always sponsor the show. But there's the actual arrest. And if you zoom in, see if I can actually, hang on. There's the bloke right there.
Listen, I just wanted to make a Cobb salad. Let me go.
He's got a mohawk. Look at that.
Maybe he was worried about the cost of eggs.
There's the truck after it got hit by the road spikes. And there it is, roaring along the road. Delivered fresh today. Well, something was delivered fresh today. I believe it was Constable Sparky delivering some fresh justice.
At 50,000 volts.
Who is your number 5?
Number 5. Miami priest is accused of immigration scam targeting vulnerable victims.
Oh, we've got another hustle on.
Yes, a Miami priest is in the center of a disturbing immigration fraud investigation that alleges he preyed on vulnerable victims seeking legal help.
Right.
Now, the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office arrested 46-year-old Nelson Davis and an accomplice who were using his position as a trusted member in the immigrant community and other immigrants to falsify claims that he was an immigration lawyer to prey on these victims for legal fees, even though he's never been a lawyer. He has accrued an estimated $21,000 in losses from the victims.
Okay, I'm a little bit skeptical from this. What was this guy doing? Trying to channel chili?
Apparently, but according to the news report, that the victims were coming to him because they were told by his accomplice that he is an immigration lawyer. He can help them get their papers in order to stay in the country legally. Now, his accomplice and him were going around telling these people that, yes, we can help. Now, the agency dubbed this raid on him Operation Stolen Dream. I respect the creativity, but both men were using their status as a member of clergy and a pillar of the community to organize this fraud, which took in over $20,000 or more, causing them to be arrested for second-degree grand theft. Gonzalez, one of the accomplice, is also facing charges of practicing law without a license, organized fraud of 20,000 or more in the second degree, and grand theft. Authorities have said they found at least 16 victims using the church as a front, where this Gomez or Gonzalez, whatever you want to call this asshole, I call him a fucking dirtbag, were posing as immigration attorney to steal the money from the clerk, his congregation.
That's garbage.
Yeah, wood chipper is well waiting for them, but I want
Yeah.
you to see these assholes. No remorse in their faces.
Call yourself a pastor. Yeah, bullshit, mate. Absolute bullshit.
Look, I know the immigration thing's a hot topic thing. It's a hot button issue. But come on now. There's no need to defraud those people of a dream. You could have helped them. You could have done it right. But you chose to steal money because of your greed. To quote Samuel L. Jackson, I hope they die and I hope they burn in hell.
Couldn't agree more. Could not agree
Moving
more.
on. Moving on.
Number four. Well, it's been a little bit of a while, but we are back in one of the most dangerous towns in Australia. We're off to the Red Centre. We're off to Alice Springs in the Northern Territory, where a pest in fluffy robe, slippers, and no pants has been seen chasing a woman down a road while wanking.
Oh,
I kid you not, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a little bit disgusted by it.
That's nasty.
Northern Territory Police are searching for a man wearing open-toe fluffy slippers and no pants. And I just want to stress that when we refer to no pants, we literally mean no pants, not the fact that pants is not appearing here at the moment.
well, we can't have pants on all the time.
I mean, I'd love to have pants on all the time. I can't believe I just said that.
Well, I have to do this.
Oh my.
We should get Pants to record something like that one day for us.
We should. I'll talk to him.
Yeah. So they've been searching for this guy wearing open-toe fluffy slippers and no pants who allegedly performed an indecent act while chasing a woman on the run in Alice Springs on Monday. Police said the incident occurred on a path along the western side of the Todd River, heading north from Schwartz Crescent about 5:20 p.m. on Monday. The man allegedly performed an indecent act while chasing the woman, who was able to run away from him, police said in a statement. The man was not known to the woman. Police responded and conducted patrols of the area. Investigations to identify and locate the offender are underway. He is described as being of Indigenous appearance, about 40 years old, approximately 175 centimeters tall, with slim build, grey hair, and a light grey coloured beard. He was reported as wearing a long dark jacket with a hood that had fluffy trim, open-toe fluffy slippers, and was not wearing pants or underpants. Anyone with information has been asked to either call 131444 or call Crime Stoppers on 1-800-333-000. There is no photo of this because, of course, there wouldn't be, and quite frankly, I don't think any of us would want to see that. Now, would we?
So you were saying that this man exposed himself and was wanking.
He was masturbating while chasing a woman.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Quite literally played himself. Oh, just when you think about it, I mean, that if I can be a little bit macabre with it for a moment, that can't be easy to do either.
I mean, it takes somebody with focus and sheer willpower and dedication like John Wick, but I guess it would be John Whack.
Or John Wank, for that matter. Yeah. Who's your number 4?
Number 4 is a Florida woman.
Uh-oh.
Woman jailed after returning for a meth-filled bag at St. Lucas County Sheriff's Office.
Oh, it's going to get wild.
Fort Pierce, Florida. 2 days after bonding out, a woman returns to the St. Lucas County Sheriff's Office asking for her bag full of meth that was filled in a Buc-ee's bag.
Really?
But she left with another booking photo. I mean, I know Buc-ee's has a lot. I didn't know they had meth. Oh. A 44-year-old Candace Barhill was arrested on July 15th, allegedly stealing over-the-counter medications from a Publix grocery store. During the investigation, the deputies reportedly found open items that she was using during the alleged crime spree. Among them was of the items was a Buc-ee's bag containing 34 grams of methamphetamine.
Because of course it did.
After bonding out of the St. Lucas County Jail, Barnhill called the sheriff's office and said she needs her bag back, saying it contains something that she normally brings with her. Knowing that she was trying to recover her hoard of narcotics, deputies waited for her to return. I'm sorry. They waited for her to return. Upon arriving, she clearly identified herself and pointed to her identified bag, where she was met with handcuffs. She was booked back into the jail where she was facing counts of trafficking methamphetamine after returning after just 48 hours of being released.
Oh, she cooked herself quite literally. She cooked herself.
Look at that. Now, here is Barnhill.
Yeah.
Barnhill. Here is the scale. Here is the meth. Here's another picture of the meth. And here's just a nice solo of her. Oh, blessed Florida woman. Don't ever change.
I think it's medal time.
Oh, yes.
Our bronze medalist takes us to Northam in Western Australia. And we've got the conclusion of a story that we covered some time ago, where a fly-in, fly-out fuckwit has been jailed for spraying chili extract in a Bunnings. You remember this story?
I do.
He has been formally jailed. A father of 3 has been jailed for 16 months after he sprayed a chili substance inside a Bunnings in Western Australia, in which he claims was a prank. Paul Andrew Hart said he was carrying out a fart prank when he sprayed the chili substance called Satan's Spit. The 52-year-old set off the spray inside the Northern Bunnings on a busy Anzac Day. He walked past a mother and her daughter, sprayed the substance, and moments later they were seen coughing. Hart roamed the aisles and innocent shoppers were impacted. Customers were forced to cover their eyes and struggled to breathe as the store was evacuated. Victims were rushed to hospital, forced to strip and decontaminate in outdoor showers. We were naked and afraid. I was freezing cold and embarrassed, one victim said. The other court heard one customer thought they were going to die. My lungs tightened. I was gasping for air, the court heard. The Bunnings was forced to close for the day and lost $16,000 in profit in that one day. The court heard Hart had woken up from the distressing dreams and spent the morning drinking alcohol. The former mine site chief claimed he intended to release fart spray to lighten the mood, but grabbed the wrong can from his pockets. He has been jailed for 16 months and is eligible for parole later this year.
Now, Bunnings lost $16,000 in sales. How
That's
much
one
of
store.
that? How much of that comes from the sale of sausages?
Oh, nah, none of it, because those sausages are normally run by charity organizations and they get all the profits.
Well, that's just one good thing, Captain.
But, ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of public naming and shaming, here is Paul Andrew Hart.
Mm.
That
Why is
is
That is definitely a Gronk.
that is a bogan if I ever seen one. This is the gentleman that's now going to be spending 16 months in jail. He's a father of 3. Well done, sir. You have just demonstrated that you probably should have put your dick down, and probably also make sure you check which can you actually get. Make sure you take the fart spray, not Satan's spit.
It was just a prank, bro.
In a Bunnings of all places as well, you shit human. Who is your bronze medalist?
Deputies arrest Florida man for allegedly reckless drone operation.
All right.
2 men have been arrested over reckless drone operations in Fort Lauderdale. 2 men are facing felony charges on Thursday of operating a drone recklessly at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. Yes, you heard me. At the International Airport.
Jeez.
Inmate records show the deputies at the Brevard County Sheriff's had arrived and arrested the 2 men identified as Tony Wong and Carlos St. Louis on Wednesday, flying over the runways with their aircrafts, taking off and landing. The drone were hit by aircrafts, and it was catastrophic, says Captain Brian Montgomery of the Brevard County Sheriff's Office, FLL Division. According to deputies, Wong, age 23, was booked with his friend, Sven Lewis, age 32, in the Brevard County main jail in Fort Lauderdale. Wong and Sven Lewis did not have any criminal history in Brevard, but apparently appeared in bond court on Thursday, and the judge ordered them to stay away from flying drones until the case is resolved. Prosecutors accused Wong of flying a drone over the terminal and runway, and St. Louis was alleged of taking pictures of food stands and flying low enough to corral with aircrafts where people lives were at risk, according to the prosecutors. According to court records, Wong, who was born in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, and lives in Riverside, California, is facing charges of operating an aircraft in a careless and reckless manner and operating a drone over a critical infrastructure facility as being held on a $2,650 bond. That's $2,650 bond, according to court records. St. Louis, who is Palm Beach, is facing 1 count of operating an aircraft in a careless or reckless manner, is being held on a $2,500 bond. Now, you heard the names. You have an image in your head.
Yeah.
Does it match?
One of them actually, yes.
I mean, we get it. Drones are popular and all, but you don't go about it this way, guys. I mean, you're fucking with international. You're fucking with the FAA, man. You're asking for trouble. That's federal time.
I mean, Tony Wong, I had an inkling was going to be something like that. I wasn't far off, but the other guy there, is he trying to rip off LIA's neckbeard?
I don't know. What is with that, like, that look of just, I have no shame. I brought great shame. When's lunch? My father will be mad at me. But why does it look like the one dude from that Korean K-pop band? What is it?
Oh, jeez. I know what you're
BST?
talking about. Yeah.
BTS or whatever it is.
Yeah. That's horrible. That is absolutely horrible.
All right.
Boy.
Give me your silver medal.
Our silver medalist takes us to Darwin. And NCR, I'm going to need Bender at the ready. A 15-year-old has been charged after a teen stabbing at the Royal Show.
Have you ever tried simply turning off the TV, sitting down with your children, and hitting them?
A teenager remained in a serious condition 2 days after he was stabbed at the Royal Darwin Show, allegedly by a 15-year-old he knew. Superintendent Paul Morrissey said the victim, also aged 15, was assaulted with a knife at the showgrounds during a physical fight on Saturday night. He told Darwin radio station Mix 104.9 the alleged offender then fled the scene at about 8:20 p.m. and turned himself in later that night after his family contacted police. Can I say first off, good on the family for self-reporting on that. The victim was rushed to Royal Darwin Hospital where he underwent surgery. He remained in the ICU in a serious but stable condition. The alleged offender had been charged with recklessly endangering life and possession, carry of, or use of a controlled weapon is due to appear at the Youth Justice Centre on Monday. Superintendent Morrissey confirmed the team was not on bail at the time of the altercation and said he did not believe the incident was gang-related. It is not yet clear how the alleged offender had access to a knife and security conducting a wanding operation for knives and other weapons at the show's entrance. I think wanding is an effective tool, but it's not the be-all and end-all of knife violence. Hopefully we can make this young man accountable for his actions and just put that message out to the community that this behavior is not to be tolerated. Yeah.
I think this is somebody who deserves to be punished as an adult.
Yeah, very close to it. Very, very close to it. Look, it is defense at least. And I'm only going to play devil's advocate of this. He has no priors. He was not on bail. Maybe this was a very, very bad decision over something that didn't need to have a fight over it.
That may be, but I think we should set the example.
I think that's fair. I think that's very, very fair.
Because that's just going to give people more carte blanche if they just see him get off lightly. Punish him as an adult, give him an adult punishment. Be it jail time with probation and stuff like that. I'd be fine with it. I'm not saying chuck the kid in wood chipper. I'm saying he needs some jail time. He needs some probation. He needs some counseling. This needs to be treated seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, let's see what comes out from the charge. Who is your silver medalist?
Hold on, before we get to mine.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Oh, boy.
Tying into your story, underage drinking, cash, stolen weapons, and burglary in Palm City tied to teens.
Oh, this is going to get wild.
What began as a routine burglary investigation exploded into a worst-case scenario when detectives kicked in a door and found stolen guns, piles of cash, and underage teens drinking next to a loaded shotgun.
Jeez.
Oh, that's just the first blurb in this story. All right, folks, strap yourselves in because the Martin County Sheriff's Office says, according on Thursday, that the residence was burgled. The case turned disturbing once they executed a search warrant leading to the recovery of 3 stolen firearms and the arrest of an 18-year-old suspect. Fernando Hoff Rodriguez, who received the weapons and had left his prints behind in plain sight amongst underage teens. The investigation began in May when the Palm City homeowner reported the multiple firearms, including a rifle, was stolen. While they were away, detectives from the Criminal Investigations Division developed leads the following days and ultimately secured a search warrant for a property on Southwest 28th Street. Upon entering the home, deputies, assisted by the SWAT team, found several juveniles inside, some as young as 13 years old.
Jeez.
The investigators said alcohol was being consumed and the stolen guns were easily visible amongst the recovered weapons: a semi-automatic shotgun, along with roughly $5,000 in cash, a ski mask, and a large quantity of ammunition. The Martin County Sheriff's Office arrested Hoff Rodriguez, age 18, on 3 counts of grand theft of a firearm. The Sheriff's Office also said there are other pending charges in the investigation that have not been publicly identified. Individuals, have been not properly publicly identified. Authorities say the concerns with the worst possible scenario for the gun recovery, because they were unsecured and in plain view and easily reachable by the suspect. The investigation is ongoing, so there's no word on a bond yet, but I'm going to bring up these photos because right then and there, it's going to be like, Jesus Christ. Here is our suspect that was arrested.
Yeah, okay. Pretty standard.
There is one of the guns.
Looks more like a gel blaster.
Gift cards and Visa cards and the $5,000 in cash.
Making it rain.
Another one of him and another one of the stolen firearms.
Oh, it's a little Glock.
Yeah, it could be a Glock. I don't think it's a Glock though. I think it might be it could be it's definitely not a Browning, but
Yeah.
At least it's not a Sig 9.
There. Oh,
Yeah.
I love when they do those photos and they actually have to show every dollar bill in the photo. It's like, yeah, we get it. That's a lot of money.
Well, they have to do the trophy picks. But do you remember last year the trophy pick of the stolen deodorants?
Yes. I
Oh,
wasn't even disturbed. I was impressed.
okay. We're at the finals. The gold medals. What is the gold medalist this week?
We are heading back.
Australia.
We're heading back to Queensland for the shittest town of Australia for the week ending the 3rd of August, 2025. It's not Townsville.
Is it Goldie?
Yes, it is.
Oh, Goldie. Will you ever learn?
There are 4 stories coming out of Goldie this week. 4 of them.
Okay. Give it to me.
And what we're going to do is you know what? We're going to provide all of them because thanks to the Gold Coast Bulletin, they've all been put behind a bloody paywall. We went so far in this episode today, I thought we're on the verge of me being able to go through an entire episode without once having to deal with a story being stuck behind a paywall. But no. Damn you, Gold Coast.
You bastards. You broke Anthony's heart.
Oh, I thought we were going to get a clean run. First off, we've got a rather unfortunate story where a sewer main has been blocked after a Drongo tradie accidentally fills the shit pipe with concrete. Now, this happened over at Palm Beach along a very affluent street known as Jefferson Lane. It has an effluent problem. A building contractor at an ultra-luxury tower project unintentionally filled a gravity sewer main with concrete during site works. So that's story number one.
That's a pretty shitty story.
There is a photo of them trying to extract the concrete out of the sewer. That's a little bit unfortunate. And then story number two. A maniac rips a street sign out of the ground and rams it into the windscreen of a parked car.
Why?
An argument. That's all we know. But again, here's a photo of the car with the sign through it. I'll tell you what, they've done a decent job of it.
Oh, yeah.
Ready?
Oh, my God, that sign. Jesus Christ.
That's
Wait a minute. That's a yield sign.
That's a giveaway sign, yeah.
How the hell did he get it wrapped?
Through the windshield.
No, I see the pole through the windshield, but I'm talking about the actual sign itself is wrapped around the bar.
Yeah.
Jesus, I've heard of being pissed off, but damn.
Yeah, I know. And we're not done yet.
Wait a minute,
because
that's just your second of the
that's the second. The third one, we've got an ex-nurse fined for wanking in a van in a car park.
Oh,
my. Indeed, a former nurse fined for masturbating in his van was reported to police after 3 girls saw his vehicle rocking in a Molendina car park.
Well, you know the rules. If you see this van rocking, don't you come a knocking.
Yeah, I know. But the gross out of the lot.
Bonnie Blue.
Oh, no. A pervert has been sentenced after flashing women and girls whilst wearing an adult diaper with "piss on me" written on it.
You know.
See, because of me, now they have a warning.
The gentleman in question is Lachlan Reese Kent. He's a serial diaper flasher, and he's been caught out doing it yet again. And ladies and gentlemen, because we think this drink of water should get his 5 seconds of fame, here he is.
Baby made a boom boom, honey.
Oh, you absolute cretin. And thanks to the Gold Coast Bulletin, I couldn't choose one story. I had to run with all 4 of them because they're all behind paywalls.
Yo, Gold Coast Bulletin, if you want to give us a subscription to report on your fine news piece, we would gladly accept it.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. And to any other news sites, that wants to support us, feel free to.
I mean, I are a journalism, so.
I mean, we are, of course, associated with really cool news. So,
mission.
Yeah, indeed, and go and support Big Jim Finch.
Oh yeah.
Has he caught on to that nickname, by the way?
Yes.
Big Jim Finch.
Yes, he has. And you're not going to miss Monday night's show because guess what happens? I poked the bear last night.
Oh no.
So, because I poked the bear, Jim is making me sing on Monday night.
Well, we better make it painful. What's your number one?
My number one is Florida woman accused of terrorizing ex-lover's family and child in a chilling stalking campaign. Now, some people have heard me read this story in voice chats on Discord because it was just crazy. But a Florida woman is accused of launching in a campaign of targeted stalking and harassment of not just her ex-lover, but his entire family.
What the hell?
A Florida woman is behind bars after what police describe as a disturbing and stunning campaign of harassment, intimidation, not only targeting her former romantic partner, but his wife and their minor children as well. According to the Mangrove Police Department, an arrest report incident that included involving the suspect Nyla IRC's age 36 of Palm Beach was arrested on July 29th with 3 charges of aggravated stalking, domestic violence, aggravated stalking of a minor under the age of 16, and aggravated stalking with the after an injunction of protection order was given. Are you ready for this?
No, but just do it anyway.
Records show that our lovely Florida woman here is accused of repeatedly contacting the family over a dozen times with dozens of fake phone numbers, surveillance footage of their home and whereabouts, and sending threatening messages for the nearly 7 months.
7 months.
The victim told police, oh, her last name is Can. I forgot to mention that.
Mm-hmm.
Had been on and off in a relationship with the husband for several years. After the relationship ended, the campaign began of harassing texts using spoof and temporary phone numbers. On July 15th, Can allegedly sent a group text to the victim, her victim's wife, which she wrote, "You're lucky I didn't tell them who I am. And I can do what I want to their mom with me."
What the actual hell is wrong with her?
Implying that she might retrieve personal details of their release personal details of the children, sending several messages, including 2 photographs of the couple's 10-year-old son walking home with his father from school.
Okay, get the wood chipper.
We're not done.
What the hell?
The victim told police that Can had never met her child and that she had no reason to be near the school. Later that same day, Can sent even more alarming messages through TikTok account, including an image of a small yellow child's casket with the caption, "Do you think child's name would like this?"
Jeez.
Records show on January 26th, Can sent another disturbing message that read, "Does another casket for blank have to be sent to the other 2 children to get an answer on the phone?"
Oh, dear God.
On March 31st, Can sent a photo of the family's residence to both victims and started driving by the house, sending more messages soon after, claiming that their trash cans are on the street, look different from the day before. Proof that she was closely monitoring the house in real time, at the same time sending text messages. I'm not talking through the phone anymore. I need it to be in person.
This is
Wait, are you home? She followed up by sending another photo taken outside of the family's home. On April 29th, Han sent another message about the victim's child's room, starting, I see your son's light on in his room. Bright, nice trophies. The victim confirmed that there were trophies on the windowsill that can only be seen if you were physically outside the child's room.
Okay, I am done hearing this, honestly. Get the wood chipper, put her in the wood chipper, burn the wood chipper.
Yes, the incident went on for months. He sent more and more disturbing messages. He even brought a speaker and displayed it at the child's daycare, calling the husband a cheater. On July 29th, detectives found her white BMW rental vehicle, initiated a traffic stop where she acknowledged that she had violated the court's protection order given to her by attempting to follow them at a nearby Publix. They were able to track her down and get all this information from her AT&T account, where she was arrested, transported to the Brevard County main jail, and is being currently held on a $100,000 bond.
I'd hold her without bond, to be honest, but anyway.
I mean, what I read is messed up enough, but there is more that is even more disturbing. And just because we believe in naming and shaming,
do it.
This is Miss Can.
Oh yeah, that's crazy eyes there. That's I am going to stalk the living bejeebers out of you.
I am going to put a white rabbit in a boiling pot. I mean, I don't like to end on a bad note, but we need some levity here. Jim, if you're listening, no marrying me off to this crazy broad.
Don't do it. Don't do it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do it. And on that note, we've come to the end of another podcast. We will be back next week, and we're going to be going live with a special guest next week, NCR.
Yes, and we're going to be starting a little bit later than we normally do. We're going to be starting at 8:30 with our special guest for another live episode of the podcast where you guys are not going to want to miss out on the shenanigans, the fun, and, well, the shithousery that is Australia and Florida man.
Indeed.
Do we let them know who the special guest is?
No, I think we shall hold that in until next week, shall we?
We shall.
Indeed.
On that note, I am NCR News Network.
I'm Anthony Caruso.
And we will see you guys next time.